Welcome, everyone, to Arlington, Texas at AT&T Stadium, site of this year's Goodyear Cotton Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. It's time now for the quarterfinals, with the top 4 seeds, a time to begin their quest for the national championship. But they run into a battle-tested team already coming off one playoff victory, trying to shock the world here today and make the semifinals. As we'll see the number 7 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. They'll return it from inside the 5. And the return will be brought down. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. It's a quick grab. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
They'll try to keep the opening drive going here. It's 3rd down and 2. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That is a great job by this defense. The defensive line really taking control up front. I love how those linebackers flowed on that play. Nice tackle for a loss. It sets up a 4th down.
So the first drive of the game, instead of punting and hitting the opponent deep, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
Guys up front, line up. It's 1st down. Handoff here from the shotgun. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
But the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. They'll try the option play here. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. The defense recovers the fumble.
That is tough for the ball carrier here, because not only does he take a big hit, but now you're about to get an earful from your coach on the sideline after that turnover.
comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. Past possession, they were stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything, and they put together something here. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And here comes a deep shot. Oh, and it's dropped right off his hands. A chance for a big play, but a little early nerves on the part of that receiver.
You know, this is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab. Hard running there, breaking tackles. The ball is loose. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
You know, as wide receivers, we get enamored with their size and their speed and their versatility and their ability to make plays after the catch. But none of those things are more important than taking care of the ball. He makes the catch, but he doesn't secure the football, and it's a fumble.
The Sooners offense is back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain down near the 29. They're threatening.
But when they're throwing the football like this, it is really hard to defend this offense because of the timing of the quarterback with his wide receivers. Another good example of it there for the first down. Makes me harken back to guys like Sam Bradford and Jason White, their Heisman campaigns and the accuracy that they threw the football with. Great example of that right here by this OU quarterback.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Now it's 2nd down here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. The Sooners will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
The kick is good. Offense collects 3 points on the drive. So we have our first points on the board. That makes it 3-0. We come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Will be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. A fumble the last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? That gain moves the ball out near the 25. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. From the shotgun, it's a handoff.
You know, know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Buckeyes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Hits the running back in the flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Wow, they get positive yards here. I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more of that pitch and catch.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. We'll try to run it with the option. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. But they can't make the connection. Ball's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Well, the offense failed earlier in a 4th and attempt. They'll try it again here. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. A 4th down completion to the running back. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Boy, the defense is in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Buckeyes looking to keep this drive moving. Linebackers making some adjustments now. Off the RPO, clock to the right. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Second down after that run on the previous play. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit, they didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Quick completion to the tight end. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunky yardage on the play.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. They're going to run the option. The back's got it on the pitch. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Had to reluctantly settle for a field goal last time out. Really want to find the end zone here. Makes the catch, but the defense breaks in the ball, and it's a short gain.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Here's the second down play. They'll test the right side here. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, Oklahoma has had their run of quarterbacks and receivers in recent years, and we know they can throw the football. But anybody goes back to Barry Switzer and Bud Wilkinson, you know that Oklahoma is all about their ability to have a running game. Beautiful play right there, and I know the Sooner fans are proud of that one.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The shotgun running play call.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Sooners pick up enough to get a first down there. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. And he's got some open field ahead. The 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return.
Boy, what a job by the defensive coordinator and the execution of this defense. Everybody's covered downfield, nowhere for the quarterback to go, and they get pressure on him. The ball's in the air, and a great awareness to be able to come down with the interception and take it all the way to the house.
Kick goes through, so it's 7-3. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fields it just outside the goal line. Will be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Sooners offense is back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Ball handed off. They stop him right at the 24.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the ball to the ground. Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. He makes the grab. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Strong game by this quarterback. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. No problem with the PAT. The lead 14-3. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. And the Oklahoma offense is back on the field. That fumble from the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9 coming up. And the Sooners looking to run some tempo here. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Grab made by the tight end. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Third down play for this offense. Here's the option play. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a 1st down.
It's a good job here by this offensive line and the running back. Listen, these guys have really had a lot to do with why they're in this playoff game, right? So give it to the offensive line in the back. Get the 1st down on this 3rd and short. See what you can do from here.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. So we've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to get something going here and cut into this lead before halftime. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, it's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
A sack sets up second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only are they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
Offense comes to the line for third down off the incompletion. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Oh, and it's picked off. That was a risky pass attempt, and he paid the price. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
It's third and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. It's Graham. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab, and he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The Buckeyes move into the red zone.
Let's go.
Quarterback keeps the football. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Ohio State. Still no answer for this offense. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. The offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Sooners offense is back out on the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe and point toward the second half? He escapes the sack. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Well, he extended the play, but doesn't find the receiver open and goes down.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Boy, you got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. He's picked for a third time tonight. Tackled on the return, and that's how we'll end the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick this deep to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. He steps out of bounds at the 14. That's where the drive will start. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Makes the catch downfield.
Another Oklahoma receiver making a big time.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. Looks like they got the ruling on the field right the first time. They confirm it with the review. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. It's an out route. The catch made. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. They'll run the option. He'll toss it to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. A pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he picks up the 1st down, tackled at the 32.
A nice little simple touch pass here by the quarterback, getting the ball out to the receiver who's in motion. Look, that doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down. And no offense is ever going to say no to moving the chains.
The Sooners with 1st and 10 here.
Get set. Clear.
Caught quickly. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards, and they stay ahead of the sticks.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense?
Yankee blue. Lion.
He hands it off from the gun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Sooners will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down. The Sooners will look to convert here on 4th down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Gain moves the ball to the 21 and a fresh set of downs.
Yeah, to me, Chris, with this offense, it's almost an extension of their running game. You put the receiver out in motion, you flip the ball out to him, out to the outside, let him do what he does best, which is use his instincts, and he picks up a first down.
Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. And he'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit. They were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Becoming a long march. Play number 10 of the drive coming up. They'll run it from the gun.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid gain. Stay ahead of the chains.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Can he make it to the marker? And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Flips it to the running back. Can he make the first down? One down at the 3, but that's enough for a first and goal. Receiver makes the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This game has suddenly gotten more interesting, so this offense needs to be productive here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
I'll say this. This defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
So it's second down and long here from the 13. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
The offense doesn't come up with the completion here, Chris, but I think it gives you an indication of what they think they can do here in the second half of this playoff game.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. It's intercepted, threw it across his body. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Wow, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Sooners offense is back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football. Second down after that run on the previous play. The wide receiver coming in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Critical 3rd down play for this offense right here.
Ready, set.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Launching one to the end zone. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So here comes the kicking team onto the field. They'll settle for 3. He was on target the first time. Can he keep it going from 33 yards out? And he knocks that one right through.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Return starts from inside the 5. When he's got some space here. Picks up some blocks. Still going. It's a foot race. They can't catch him. Touchdown. A kick return for a touchdown in a playoff game. This stadium has come alive.
How badly does this guy and this unit want to get to the national championship? This is huge and a game-changing moment that I think we may be looking back at as a turning point in the game. Great blocks and great speed there for the touchdown.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. It's hard to win these games just kicking field goals. They need to find the end zone here, some urgency. Looking right, this one caught.
Well, it's another positive play, but man, look at the clock and look at the score. You still need a couple touchdowns to be able to get yourself back into this game and have a chance to win it. So you got to keep moving here and keep taking those shots downfield.
completion makes it 2nd and short. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Ball carrier brought down, but a flag's on the field. Let's check out this call. Costly hold, nullifies the play, backs him up 10 yards. Second down play coming up. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Toss play running right. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Important second down play coming up.
Let's go.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He stays alive. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Chris, I really felt the quarterback came off the fake a little bit too quick. The defense didn't bite at all on the play action. They saw the quarterback had the ball, attacked, and got the sack.
Buckeyes will have to kick it away. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Pressure is coming. Took contact on the throw. That's incomplete. Even on a 4th down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely.
Looking for a deep completion. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. It's an option look. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up.
Well, anytime you can have a balanced attack, it's always going to help an offense. And, you know, the previous play, they're running the football. That puts a lot of pressure on the eyes of the linebackers and safeties. They start to think about defending the run, and a great job with that play-action call to get them out of position and be able to hit that for that conversion.
They've converted 1 of their 2 4th down attempts so far. Looks like we're going to get a 3rd attempt right here. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. And it's intercepted. The last thing they could afford. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Looking to make a big play downfield. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Short return tackle at the 21, but that's a huge takeaway for this defense.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
Handoff as they try to work the clock here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure worked.
Chris, I just don't know about this call. I like the aggressive approach, but at this point, late in the game, playing with the lead, 3rd down and long, maybe you run the ball. You know, work that clock. Continue to think about the big picture. Now you're facing 4th down and long, and I think you got to punt it away and hope the defense can secure a victory.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And he pulls in the catch. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game. But they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Throws it too far over everyone's head and incomplete.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I mean, this defense is having their way with this offensive line. That poor quarterback doesn't have a chance. Every time he drops back to throw, he's getting ear-hole. You better make some adjustments up front to give your poor quarterback a chance.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Fires it to the wideout. This one falls incomplete on 4th down. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, that'll do it, Chris. This defense has played well the entire game. It's very fitting here on this 4th down play in the 4th quarter. Under 2 minutes to go. They step up again. Give them the game ball.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The defense still has 2 timeouts remaining here. Let's see if they decide to use them. And here's the handoff. The game moves the ball to the 34.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.